Hey guys, welcome to another commentary done by Diggity. Now, before I get started, this is MLG weekend and barcraft is happening everywhere. Ooh, a larva cancel, that might hurt him later. But yeah, check it out. If you're in a large city, go to reddit.com, check out barcraft, or go to Team Liquid. I think they have barcraft sections all over the place, or little threads, is what I meant to say there. And basically, yeah, it's awesome. Go group up with nerds, watch the finals. It's so much fun. In San Diego, locally, you can go to the Randy Jones All-American Grill, which is behind Applebee's in the Hazard Center. I will be there. Special shout out to Mike for getting that organized. And Ruxin opening up with a spawning pool. I guess before this commentary gets out of hand, Steve Solomon, thank you for reading this replay, and shout out to Primadog, who has the LA organization of the of barcraft there. So check it out. Ruxin opening up with a 6 pool. He's going to need to scout his opponent to really make this effective. Which this is a 4-player map. It's Tal'Dorei Malter. He's going up against Deezer, by the way, who's mostly known for his kerfluffles with Combat X and being one of the more vocal guys in the community. So should be interesting, and this is kind of this is hilarious for a lot of reasons, because I think the metagame currently is that Protoss, yes, indeed, usually go for a Forge Fast Expand, which Deezer is setting up for right now. So what's going to be critical now is the the cannon timing. Specifically getting cannon in his main. He's already scouted this upper left-hand base. 6 Zerglings in production already for Ruxin, and most certainly, and sending out a second scouting drone, so very economically committed right here. One going to check the upper left hand corner. Unfortunately, the additional looks like it's going to come across this probe and go bottom right. An extractor trick to squeeze out 2 additional Zerglings. Very clever there by Ruxin. And wow, okay, probe sees it, trying to blockade as much as he can, but it looks like just moving his way. Okay, drone scouting bottom right, so he's going to go cross corner. He is getting lucky with this movement here. Pylon being warped in by Deezer. He wants to try to get a cannon in his main. Unfortunately, Ruxin, I think he's going to be able to get into this space easily before Deezer's really able to deal with all of the Zerglings. So he's going to have to probe fight versus these Zerglings just to get this cannon in field. So going to run right by that forge just in case Ruxin doesn't manage to do as much damage as he wants in the main. He can still come back, take out that pylon, take out that forge, and still slow down Deezer's economy. But engaging now, cannon only halfway finished. Probe's fleeing. It looks like they're doing the standard regroup tactic, and Deezer trying to, I think he actually might have accidentally attacked his own cannon right there, trying to regroup, getting pushed back, again trying to swing back around, but the cannon is in fact going to get taken out. Zergling's still alive, but only 2 remaining. And in the meantime, more Zerglings starting to come, and still 2 Zerglings in the main. Deezer has an opportunity to maybe get another cannon out, but still fighting desperately to get minerals and trying to ward those additional Zerglings off. This is an opportunity for those. Oh, cancel! Deezer cannot afford to cancel cannons right now. He is playing extremely sloppy at this stage. Now getting another cannon down. 2 Zerglings again pressing forward. More Zerglings out in the field. But still, economically, Deezer in great position. Still 5 Harvesters up. If he can... Oh, okay. It looks like he lost one probe there. The problem with this is his probes are still pretty good fighting units. It looks like he's going to try to get a cannon as well at his natural expansion. Ruxin has 2 Zerglings there. These are being very clever and actually trying to hide that probe momentarily. Now warping that cannon in. The thing is, he can afford to maybe even lose this, because that'll buy him time to get some more defense in his main. But in the meantime, a hatchery being built, and Deezer is now pinned between a rock and a hard place. He wants to try to defend something here at his... Wow, never mind. Okay, he's just going to warp in another cannon at his main. He's not even going to deal with this hatchery. He doesn't want to try to fight away from his mineral line where he can rush back and forth. It needs to get another pylon up, actually. So he's going to try to shell up to try to defend this. He's getting an assimilator up. He has a photon cannon up, as well as a gateway, and he's not responding well to this at all. Forge is most certainly going to get taken out. But currently, economically, still ahead. 18 Harvesters, 13, but this hatchery could absolutely change everything, and I do believe that Deezer, in fact, had vision of it. Yes, he does. He sees it right there. He just can't really commit the probes at that angle without losing a lot of them. Zergling's actually getting thinned out a little bit by that cannon. Already has 1 kill. But Ruxin is essentially going to be able to spawn units right on top of Deezer's base. But if Deezer can somehow hold out, get troops out, Ruxin has committed a huge amount of his economy to this ultra cheese, is what I'm going to call it. Ultra cheese. Assimilator's being picked away at. Deezer has nothing to defend. It is outside cannon range. That actually might have been the better assimilator to take. So a lot of mistakes here in for Deezer in this match as well. Looks like he's taking his natural expansion assimilator. But again, that cybernetics score not covered. The cybernetics score might be taken out as well. Deezer still doesn't even... Okay, it looks like a Zealot about 3/4 finished. Another cybernetics core being built. So Deezer making a lot of missteps. Zerglings and, sorry, Drone and Queen. So it is going to be a Spine Crawler slow push with that Queen. Let's see if he bothers spawning larva, if he even wants to, or he wants to push the creep forward a little bit with the creep tumor. I assume he is, in fact, just going to go spawn larva, because it would be silly otherwise. So Zealot engaging, able to take out several of the Zerglings, but that hatchery is up inside of his opponent's base, and Spine Crawlers being spawned en masse. By en masse, I mean 2 at this stage, but a third one incoming. There's the Queen. And honestly, if he just even... Okay, it looks like he did, in fact, plop down a creep tumor to spread that creep as quickly as possible so he can just march those Spine Crawlers forward. I was expecting is maybe a spawn larva and maybe a save. Oh, no. Is he going to be able to get to that creep tumor? Not able to kill the creep tumor. The Queen also able to take that Zealot out. And this is crazy play from Ruxin. Okay, one Spine Crawler going to be able to just walk up and pick away at this Nexus. And those cannons completely out of position to defend as well. That Stalker trying to do it can, but Deezer is just completely outnumbered by buildings at this stage. Spine Crawler is now pounding away at this Nexus. Deezer has essentially lost this game through a lot of missteps. He's trying to get a Twilight Council up, but that's not going to get it accomplished. Queen there, Zerglings into support, and 3 Spine Crawlers and more coming. And Ruxin, through some crazy play here, is going to end up taking the match. Insane. Additional Queen out to provide some additional transfusion. They can also drop some creep tumors if they want. I'm actually glad I mentioned that, because the creep tumors, yeah, there's the additional creep tumors. And there's the learn to play scrub, which is mostly expected. Ruxin going to call him the easy out, which I guess is as close as you get to a GG. But I got to hand it to Ruxin. That very clever strategy. Teaser still having a lot of missteps there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Nevertheless, again, Barcraft happening this weekend. Look for your local city everywhere. Thanks for listening, guys.